Welcome to Saving the Investor with certified financial planner, investment advisor, and insurance professional Alfie Townsend, president of Advantage Retirement Group.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saving the Investor. Great to have you with us on this Sunday morning. My name is Craig Wolf, and I am here as always alongside certified financial planner professional Alfie Townsend. Alfie, good morning.
Good morning.
We're going to start this morning by talking about sort of three things that have come together. They're topics that we often talk about, but it's a powerful combination right now, and that's the fact that we're in a presidential election year. Yeah. We have an enormous debt, an enormous deficit as well. Don't want to start by throwing a lot of numbers out, but we're paying about $900 billion interest on the debt, and we're operating at about $1.9 trillion deficit right now.
Yeah.
You take all those numbers in mind, what's the investor, small, medium, large, have to do going forward in terms of a strategy?
That's a tough question on a Sunday morning.
Well, we got to start somewhere.
Well, we know we have a presidential election, and we have a big debt and a debt that's being added on to. So something's going to have to happen. And one thing that I tell our clients that what's most likely going to have to happen is taxes are going to be going up for everybody. If you go back to 1979, the highest marginal tax rate was 70%. So there's a lot of room for them to raise our taxes. And I think they're going to be taking a big look at that. It could be capital gain taxes, it could be corporate taxes, and most likely it's going to be higher income taxes. So what we're telling our clients, we need to get some things that are tax-free. Tax-free income down the road. So how can you do that? You could do Roth conversions is one way you can do it. So, it's like pay me now or pay me later start, thinking about getting tax-free money for your income down the road. Because if taxes go up as much as we think they're going to go up, then tax-free is going to be that much more of it advantageous for you to do now to get tax-free. There's something called, it's an IRS code, it's 7702, and that is taking insurance policies and being able to overfund them to have some tax-free money for you down the road. The nice thing about that, there's no limits on it, and you can put a lot of money in there and take out tax-free money down the road, in a form of a loan. So there are things you can do. But if you're advisor or you're not talking about some tax-free income down the road, you really should be having that conversation.
So we're in a presidential election year, and
Yes.
It's unique in that we have no longer presumptive nominees. We've got nominees. We've got an incumbent president running against a former president. So for the first time in the history of the country, we have two people running against each other that have both been president of the United States.
Yeah.
So we kind of know a little bit about where they stand.
Yes.
If you don't know by now, you're not paying a lot of attention. So how does that figure into this stew that we're talking about?
It figures a lot. It figures a lot because you do have two different presidents that, one that was past and one that's future, and they both have a record. Usually you don't get that privilege. So you just have to ask yourself, was I better off 4 years ago or am I better off now? It's a simple question to ask yourself. And then, and one's more pro business and the other one is more pro, policy to have some restrictions on business. So I think, time will tell, but it is going to be an exciting year.
Do you foresee another 70% top tax bracket as we go forward? I mean, that's a crazy number. I think it was even higher back around the time when I was born. I think it was during the Eisenhower administration.
No, the 1940s, it was at 94%.
94%.
But I don't think you were born in 1940s.
No, I wasn't, but I do, it's not like I remember, but I've read plenty about the time when I was born in the mid-50s.
Yeah.
Taxes were.
The taxes were high, so they have room to go up. Hopefully they're not going to go up too much, but we got to do something about what you can do now to protect that happening.
All right. Thank you, Alfie. Good way to start things on this Sunday morning. Thanks for watching Saving the Investor. There is plenty more to come.
I'm Alfie Townsend, Southwest Florida's certified financial planner professional. My values are Main Street, not Wall Street. As an independent advisor, I don't work for shareholders, I work for you. If you want a fresh start with a local advisor, Give me a call today.